crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
Hey, this is Malorian, and this is going to be another War Machine battle report. And this time, I'm going to be trying something new. Now, Haley3, you can play in a whole bunch of different ways. Shooty and jam and combat and with colossals and whatever you want to do. And this one here is trying more for a hunter high defense spam, which is kind of what you always do with Haley3 anyway. But in this one here, the main idea is that you're going to have the hunters in the front. They'll be defense 16. They'll start shooting up heavies, and as they get engaged, you just can back away because of parry and just keep on shooting. And meanwhile, everything else just keeps on killing. Plus, I'm doing this stuff with Jakes and Dynamo. So Dynamo goes from defense 12 with sidekick up to 14, temporal flux up to 16, and if you charge me, I have set defense for 18. So really high defense everywhere. Meanwhile, on the other side, I am up against Dorian, and this is Drake MacBain list here with the Galleon and actually a bunch of pirates. So I feel that as long as he doesn't jam me out, I should be okay. A big issue I've thought of right away is the fact that he has countermeasures. So if I'm within 5 inches of his unit with that, I just can't shoot. But luckily I have Repudiate. So as long as I'm smart and I dispel those spells, I should be alright. So I won the first turn and I decided to go up. I got Sidekick out there. My other versions of Haley's are out there. I did Tactical Supremacy to move them further away. Temporal Flux is up there, of course. And the Hunters have no reason to really get up there because if I get too far, he'll just charge and shoot me. So I'm just kind of waiting for him right now. So on his turn, he's going to be putting his spell on the Galleon, so he gets +2 armor and ignores crippled systems. The Press Gangers, sorry, not the Press Gangers, the Sea Dogs are going to be getting the countermeasure spell, so that, you know, then they do no quarter and they run up into me. So if it wasn't for Repudiate, I wouldn't be able to get rid of that and none of my stuff would be able to shoot, but luckily I have that. Otherwise, you have Hawk that's sneaking up the right side, who's going to be trying to get to my Jakes there. But yeah, now this is my turn to try and kick some butt. So my plan is I'm going to Repudiate away that spell. I'm going to be putting the 4 Hunters into the Galleon. And I mean, it has the extra armor, but it's still dice -6. So I'll just start chipping away. I'm really going to be killing off those Press Gangers on the left, on the right. Maybe I can do some good work there as well. But it's just going to be starting to grind away. And by the looks of this, probably concentrating on the left zone as far as scoring goes. So that's what I do. I get off the Repudiate, get off the spell, and yeah, you can see the Press Gangers on the left were really decimated. Galleon's taking some damage on the right, shot down some guys, and I got Ryan's Maidstone in there, so feeling pretty good. So on his turn, this is going to be his feat turn, where, you know, he doesn't allocate anything so that he gets to do his focus +5 and pick that many infantry models, and they're just unfailable tough. So all the guys you see here with the red dots on them, I just cannot kill them. If you have something else that stops healing, like a Gallows Grove or the Hag for cricks, you can get around this feat, but I don't have anything like that. Otherwise, he kind of charges into me and actually gets some pretty good dice. Remember, my Hunters are defense 16 and my Blazers defense 17, but yet he hits one there, the Press Gangers, and Press Gangs it, so it's actually taken out, removed from play, so I can't even revive it. Does some damage to my Hunters there, but no systems out or anything like that. Hawk is still trying to sneak around, but otherwise that's really it. Repudiate is back up again, and I just need to keep on killing. And I'd love to actually clear out the left zone, but because of that one guy that's just invincible, I just can't. So I'm not actually going to get done that much on this turn, other than some shots on Galleon and maybe some of the Press Gangers on the right. But hey, I'm fine just kind of like waiting out his turn. And I screw up right away. I go up here with the first Hunter, back away, try and take a shot, and he says, sorry, countermeasures, and that's why it's such a good spell. You only see it on MacBain, but the idea that if anyone from your unit is within 5 inches of somebody with countermeasures, the whole unit can't shoot, it's a pretty big deal. So luckily I only lose 1 Hunter shot. I'll have the other 3, but yeah, feeling a little bit dumb. So after that, again, I do a repudiate and all that fun stuff. The other Haleys are doing work too. You know, they're going up and punching and shooting, doing whatever they can. Again, the Blazers don't really do very much. They're just going to kind of wait till later. On the right, I kill a few guys, you know, nothing too crazy. So really, this turn is a whole bunch of not much. But again, I just had to kind of wait out his feet turn. And at the same time, I still did more damage to his galleon. I believe one side is completely down now. So on his side here, he goes for a charge with the galleon, trying to get into my hunters. Unfortunately, the building makes his angle a little bit off. He was able to make it through, but at the angle he had to go to, he was more than 2 inches away from hunter number 3, which was his target, so it's going to be a failed charge. So a little bit scary. I got a big galleon in my face, but I should be able to take it down. Otherwise, what happens is that he's trying to go after things like Ryan on the left and stuff like that, but again, that high defense skew is just making it so hard for him. He doesn't even cast the countermeasures this turn, so that'll be nice. Otherwise, what happens is that Hawk is now right behind me, so I'm going to have to really figure out what I'm going to do with her now. And yeah, back to my turn. So my turn, I load up the hunters. I do repudiate to the galleon to take away the armor buff. And I mean, now, just from repudiates, Drake has taken 6 damage already because each time you dispel, it also has D3 damage back to the caster as well. The hunters were not able to take down the galleon, but the brutal shots from the Tempest Blazers were able to do it. Otherwise, you know, Jakes goes back to the dynamo there, because now that I'm base to base and in range of temporal flux, I'm defense 19, so I'm feeling pretty safe. You know, if he gets hot dice, that would be a huge loss, because both Jakes and dynamo would go down. But otherwise, you can see on the right, more killing, and so at this point here, he is in a lot of trouble. He's lost the galleon, he's lost most of his troops, and I have lost a Blazer. So on his turn, he tries to come up and get a little bit more serious. I think I forgot to mention that last turn, Drake MacBain had actually shot down future Haley and I brought her back up. So on his turn, he comes up here, Drake, just to be a little bit more threatening and trying to jam in here, because Drake MacBain is actually pretty serious. You know, when he has another model there around with him, he goes up to, Mat 8 and then POW 15. So if he can get in there, he can do really good. But again, even at Mat 8, he's going to have a hard time hitting him. But either way, now that he's that close, I figure this is the time to close this out. I haven't popped my feet yet, so what I'm planning to do is just do a charge run, get Baby Haley into Drake MacBain, pop feet, so I'm going to have 6 focus with her, and with all those Weapon Master attacks and the 6 damage he's already taken, he should go down. And that's what I do. I go up there, do Temporal Flux, which also reduces his defense, and then punch, Baby Haley gets the job done. So really, really happy with the way that this list is done. I've had this list in mind for a while, but never really got down the table. So nice to see it in action. I don't know if this is actually maybe one that was just much in my favor to begin with. You know, maybe the Galleon could have done more shots to try and drift some AoEs into the Blazers, but then I just could have revived them, right? So I don't really know if it's really going to help. I mean, I did go with the Baby Haley, and she was able to do some chain blasts, and so that focus would have to be transferred into doing the revives instead. So I mean, focus would have to go to different things, but otherwise it's just a thing where Drake MacBain had some cool spells, but I had repudiate. He had some really bunch of infantry, but I had a bunch of infantry killing, and he had a big huge colossal, but I had a great answer for a colossal. So again, I kind of like this list because it seems to have an answer for everything. So either way, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts on the list or the game or what was done, or just you want to say something in the comments, go ahead, and we'll catch you later. Bye. Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. You know, the best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.